Looks nice, huh? Looks nice. Where's like my menus and shit? Where's my audio? Audio's not showing. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't want it to show. Who needs audio when monitoring audio? Can I go into menu like during this? Check, 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 check. Audio? Audio is really loud. That's way too loud. Let's bring it back. Hopefully this is like a nice little happy medium. What's up everybody? My name is Jason from EO7 Media and For Love Films, and today is a little bit different. Instead of being in my normal office where I have decent lighting, decent background, today I'm doing some housework, stuff that I've been putting off because I've been really busy lately, and I decided I still wanted to do something, and instead of me doing something that's a little more highly polished and edited, I decided to do something a little more long form and just discussion based. Basically, the one thing that always kind of keeps me from doing vlogs is the amount of post-production. Like right now on my computer, I probably have about 12 or 15 unedited vlogs. Either it's gear reviews or things that I'm doing or marketing advice, things like that. And basically, I can shoot the whole thing in an hour or two, but then when it comes to editing, it takes me, an entire day because I'm an editor. I really want to make it look good. I want to make it presentable and I want to make it flow right. And I'm not a very fast editor. I'm very meticulous and very detail oriented. So that tends to take longer than it should. So I decided, why not just keep creating? Why not just put something out there? I watch a lot of people on YouTube. One of the guys I watch is Hail Hades, and granted, it's for a video game that I play, but like literally he won't edit his stuff. He'll just come up and talk for 20 minutes, and I'm utterly fascinated by it because he brings a lot of good information and he brings a lot of good content, and he talks about this game that I like 3 or 4 times a day, which is ad nauseum, but I'm still watching. So I figured maybe I could do something out there to help someone else in a less than edited form and just creating more content. I do need to set something up. Basically, I'm paying bills today. The last 2 weeks have been pretty intense work-wise, so I've been go every day, whether it's actually out shooting or getting ready for the next day. We're on sets, and when I say sets, I mean like we're on location, very small crew. Myself, Hilda, our new assistant Nathan. We're calling him a grip, but he's going to be out of grip extremely soon. He's amazingly tenacious and just wants to grab a camera and just start creating stuff. He's an absolute asset, and you'll be hearing a lot more about him soon. If you have been to our EO7 Facebook page, Hilda, our photographer, did an amazing write-up of him, and we are honored to have him on our team. It's been us basically running around locations getting footage for this brand. We're doing this giant shoot this summer. It's about 18 or 20 day shoot in various states, and we're basically creating a giant library of content that we can start pulling from, and then we have 9 or 10 videos due by mid-September, and we are trying to race to get those. So on that note, we also have our editor Candace kicking ass right now, and then we also have newcomer Francis, who is our drone pilot and just kicking ass. We're gonna have a lot of cool updates and some footage. This stuff is truly amazing, and it makes me like regret not having like a professional drone pilot on our team before. That is basically what I'm doing, and then when we're shooting, I come home, I dump footage, and the next day I have to organize that footage, put it into different bins, like what we shot, why we shot it, where we think it could work in which videos, because we're making like 10 videos right now, but the plan is to create like 30 to about 200 different videos, 30 main videos, and then 200 like alternate versions of each one, depending on which market they're going to be shown in and which like sales technique we're going to be pushing for each type of service the company needs. And I'm creating proxies because after 3 days, we have 8 terabyte of footage from the 3 days, and that is massive to move online to someone who needs to pull that immediately and start editing. So what we're doing is we're creating proxies And then she's editing off the proxies, and then she'll send me back the project file, and I'll relink it to the original file. So on that note, I didn't realize how much space we would actually have. So it kind of caught me off guard. Like I have 10 internal SSDs and then 2 internal hard drive disks. And I didn't realize how much footage we'd actually have for this. So I thought all my drives would be enough, and it's epically not. So I bought a DAS, and I'm gonna do a whole video on that when I get it. I'm gonna unbox it and kind of explain why I'm going into it. But basically I need something that can hold all this footage and I can edit all off of one source, and it's going to be roughly about 22 terabytes that I can all pull from one source. So I'm excited for that. So today, while those are my off days, today I am playing housekeeper and trying to pay bills and stuff that I haven't been able to while I have been out working. And that's why I'm wearing my awesome fun film shirt and my grimy hat. And I'm in my wife's office. I am on my personal computer, not my work computer today, and that's why everything's a little bit different. And this is just going to be a lot of no editing in this. So if you like this, that's awesome. If not, I totally understand. It's basically a behind the scenes kind of like what's going on in our lives kind of thing. So if you've been watching me for a while, I have mantras that I say to myself every day, and it helps me be a better business person. It helps me be a better creative. It helps me be hopefully a better person. So I say these things to myself most days. Some days I do forget and I focus on other stuff, but it really does help me kind of organize my life, organize my thoughts, organize my feelings, and then really kind of like makes me feel better as a person through my business mantras. And then one of my non-business mantras for this year that I've really been telling myself every day, and I kind of like preach it to myself every day to kind of keep myself on target, is don't yuck someone's yum. And don't yuck someone's yum basically comes down to someone enjoys something. You know, they find it yummy. They enjoy, here, for instance, I'm a big fan of like Japanese cinema, and these are an amazing collection of Japanese Yakuza Blu-rays, and these are like the creme de la creme. These are called the Yakuza papers, and these are all 5 discs. I love schlock film as well. I like buying movies that are just absolute garbage in most people's opinion. Like imagine the worst movie you've ever seen. Imagine like The Room, but The Room is pretty high quality compared to the stuff that I like to watch. So I go out of my way to track these down, and I buy these movies and I absolutely love them. My wife and I just can't get enough of watching these kind of movies. Not these, she doesn't like the Yakuza, Japanese mafia kind of movies that I enjoy. But I really like that. And I know most people won't. I know most people will look at that and go, why waste your time? But it's not a waste of time because I'm actually, enjoying the experience, whether it's spending time with a friend watching a bad movie, or spending time with my wife watching a bad movie, or just spending time with myself and really kind of enjoying the process of watching something that is truly garbage. And that makes me happy. It really makes me fulfilled and like more zen. And I know a lot of people don't like it, so I don't like to bring it up too often. But throughout my life, I have been a real harsh critic on other people's enjoyments. And I look back on that and I really regret acting like that and treating my friends like that and treating random people like that. I think that's really shitty. So like I used to be all about, like my mentality used to be, well, if that movie isn't on Criterion Collection, it's not worth watching. And I would only watch like extreme high-end art films. And, if it wasn't up for an Academy Award, it wasn't worth my time, kind of BS. But I got over that, and now I watch, schlock shot on VHS in the 80s and love it. And it kind of makes me understand that my likes and other people's likes aren't combined. And I think that goes worldwide because there is beauty out there for everyone. There are wonderful things out there that people just glom onto and say, I love this. This makes me so happy, whether that be gardening or watching reality TV shows or shopping for shoes or the myriad of different things that could be, or, collecting Japanese Yakuza films. Everyone enjoys their own thing, and who am I to degrade that enjoyment? So don't yuck someone's yum is just because someone likes something doesn't mean that you have the right or place to say that it's not good. Now, I first heard this term from Gary Vee, and he talked about it in the form of a lot of people watch the Kardashian reality TV show. I'm not a fan. I've never watched it. I don't like reality TV shows. But his argument was, don't yuck someone's yum, because that market is making billions of dollars, that they're making lots of money, and that's selling, and that's marketing, and that's so much money coming in, because even though you don't like it, it's still worth millions and millions and millions of dollars. And to me, I don't care about that aspect of the business. Those giant money makers don't impress me. They don't make me interested. But being a human to another human really does. For example, if you like a reality TV show, that's awesome. Whether you actually like it or you hate watching it or it's just background or whatever, that shouldn't matter. If you like it, that's awesome. You find some enjoyment with it. You find a zen in your day, and that makes your life more fulfilled, for a better term. And I think that's absolutely amazing that you can have that. And whatever that is, truly, if you like to cook, if you like to go out to a greasy spoon and get like the worst thing on the menu, and that's your thing, or maybe you're a coffee hound and your taste for coffee is so profound that you can't go to Starbucks, that you can't get coffee from a grocery store. You have to like source it from another country, and like that's what you truly love. I think that's awesome. And what's even more awesome than loving something, than really being passionate about something, is listening to people who are passionate about those things. I love like any topic. I am not a wine person. I don't enjoy wine. I don't enjoy tasting wine. There's nothing about wine that I really like until someone really knows wine, and I love to listen to them. I love to listen to people taste wine and explain the intrinsic values of the flavor and what year it was made, and they can tell because of the water quality. For instance, I have a friend who enjoys beer in the same way that a wine snob would enjoy wine, and my friend can really like pinpoint like, well, obviously this is a Colorado beer because it tastes like Colorado water, and that just floors me. And they can explain why that tastes a certain way, and like they go into the history of the hops and everything else that's comprised of beer. And again, I'm not really a beer drinker, so I don't really know it, but hearing the passion in someone's voice when they can really come through and like, they spent days of their lives studying or reading or researching or just, experiencing something. That's cool. I love that. Even though I'm not interested in the topic, I'm utterly fascinated by the passion of the topic. And this always makes me think back to high school or college, is the professors and the teachers who really spoke to me on a like emotional, psychological, educational, academic level were the ones who actually had passion in their voice. I've never been a big fan of world history until my senior year when I had a history class, and my professor was insanely obsessed and passionate about history, and that was the class I looked forward to going to every day. I wasn't originally interested in filmmaking. I was interested in doing comic books. I went to school to make comic books, and then I took a film appreciation, film theory class, and it blew my mind that there was that much involved with like each individual cut, each individual edit, and I thought that was just amazing. So I fell in love with film, and I fell in love with everything that, the filmmaking, the film viewing. I love theory. I love breaking things down and explaining like why people feel a certain way. So I think anyone who has that kind of passion, like why would you poo-poo them because they like something? So just because I love 1970s Japanese Yakuza films and Jidaigeki and Chambara films from the 60s and 50s, why would you talk crap to someone because they love something? It doesn't make sense to me. So that has really become like a self mantra, and it did this feeling did make sense to me like 8 years ago, 10 years ago. I was the snob, and now I love the idea that people feel passion for something, no matter what it is. And I think that's awesome. So don't yuck someone's yum. That's today's message. All right, I'm gonna get back to editing. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been a fun experiment. I'll do more of these because, there's not a lot of editing involved. Guys, have a great day. Be better and do something awesome.
You never seen a stroke like this. Don't wait another second. Sticks and stones.